Hey, very good morning to you. Welcome to this morning's class. I haven't pressed the right button here. Let me try that one. It's Saturday morning and record.
Recording in progress.
Perfect. Here we go. We're on live now. That's good. Cool. Okay, grab yourself a drink of water. Take a sip, lick around your lips, hydrate. Okay. Close the doors, find some room for yourselves. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Okay, so check around one way, check around the other. Make sure you've got plenty of room for this class. Check above your head, make sure you don't put your hands in any light fittings. Okay, and let's start off with our feet underneath our sitting bones. Drive our hips forward nicely, shoulders back into plane, chest up nice and high. Retract the shoulder blades back to where we need. Okay, so from here, our knees tracking over our toes nicely. The pelvis driven forward into plane here. Allow your shoulders to arch back. Give the extension through your chest, through your shoulders. Allow that movement here. Now your fingers, I want you to web them out nice and wide. So thumbs, fingers open out nice and wide here. Your chest pronounced as far forward as you can. You're going to allow these shoulders to come back into an anterior position here. So they're coming right back here. So your hands from the side, right back through. Allow the chest to pronounce forward. Okay, so just standing on your left foot, you're going to allow your right foot to come all the way forward and back. So allow the knee to track forward, giving a full extension through the ankle, and then pressing back so the heel drives down into the ground. Now, as you can see, I've got my foot slightly behind my left foot. So I've got my left foot forward and my right foot is back. So if I bring them side by side, so they're touching, the right toes touching into the left heel, yeah? So from here, it's tracking forward, and then pushing all the way back, heel down to the ground. Fingers webbed out nice and wide, heel down to the ground each time. Allow the knee to track all the way forward, and as you work through this range, you're going to find that big toe might find a bit awkward, might feel a bit clunky as you're moving through the move. That's good. That's a good feeling to have. You're feeling that extension, and it just shows you've got a lack of flexibility in the big toe. And you can work on that by literally keep going on your move by taking your foot over and just oscillating it. So when you sat down, just pick up and do it in your bare foot. Now, all of these exercises today, try and do this in bare foot as you're doing the exercises and get that movement in. Let's change foot. So we're going to work on our feet side by side under sitting bones. Take the left foot back behind the heel and allow it to track forward. So we're flexing through the knee, and then we're extending the heel down into the ground each time. Good flex forward, good extension back again. That's our movement here. Now again, I want you to feel that flex in the big toe. I want you to feel the extension through the ankle, pushing the heel down to the ground each time. Get that movement here. It seems like the most simple and basic of exercises, but if the big toe can't move, we're losing so much, not just in our foot, not just in our ankle, but in our pelvis and our hips and our knees. Now, as you're doing this as well, it sounds weird, but like, have a feel about what's happening in your knees. Now, if your big toes are not flexible here and you can't get that movement, you need to work on it. Now, this isn't a case about breaking your toe. Of course it's not. That's not what this is about. But as you're working through this, you might find as you come through into this, this plantar flexion, this extension of your ankle, that your knee might be buckling inwards. Now, if yours is, I want you to straighten it and keep the same gap between the knees as when you're standing. So this flexion forward here, the gap here is the same as when you stand. A lot of people can't do this. In fact, the majority of people can't do it. And the reason is we don't move our feet. We don't move our big toes. So therefore, the corresponding issue comes through into the knee rather than the pelvis. Okay, shake it out. From here, we're just going to work through a butt kick. Okay? Now, again, as always in my classes, Big toe slightly turned in, pelvis driven forward, yeah? So you're getting the extension here. If you can't feel this extension here, you need to lean back into it and your glutes will start to engage a little bit more. Now, if you still can't feel it, a little clip tip here, still working on your butt kick, is clench your bottom up from underneath, yeah? And you'll feel what happens in your rib cage. It will raise into here. And this is an important position. If you do a lot of aerobic training, a lot of running, a lot of cycling, cycling is the key one actually. This is a movement you want to get into. When you're on the bike, especially if you keep going with your butt kick, if you do a lot of triathlon, you're in this position here, a lot of people sink into this position here and we lose the thoracic capability of our breathing. We want the rib cage to be open here, not slumped, yeah? And think about it when you're riding. How does it work in your back, your posture? Okay. Posture up, string pulling you up to the ceiling, hips driven forward, vertebrae open through into here. This is athletic, this is weak. Get yourself up here. Okay, now the other thing is you're going to feel anatomically what happens to your body. So your thumbs are facing forwards and your fingers are webbed open here. That's your posture. Now you might find there's still a bit of a curve here. So my bum's just slightly pushed back. I need to now work through into pulling the pelvis into straight. Again, mobility and stretch and flow classes are all about how good your posture is. This is posture, this is weak. We want to be strong in here. Cool, okay, so stand on the right leg and we're gonna raise the left knee. Hold that posture through. That pelvis has to come forward, yeah? So you're flexed here and the pelvis driven here. Hold that foot. Now, I've got my left knee up, my left ankle, the foot will want to drop. So I'm going to allow it to plantar flex. I'm going to point my toe down to the ground. My thigh, I'm just going to pull up just slightly higher. Now, if you're struggling to keep the thigh here, so it's parallel to the floor, you support, yeah? And you give it a bit of a pull, okay? Get it to here and drive your pelvis forward and hold. The toe pointing down to the ground, and we want a 90-degree bend here at the knee. So if you're here, give it a bit of a pull back with your hand to get your knee back into position. Now you'll feel this screaming in your lower back. If you can't, you need to extend your standing leg to straight. And release, shake it out. Good. You'll have found that in a myriad of places, yeah? That'll either be your inner thigh, your glute lats, is going to be in the front of your quad. It's a horrible little exercise. Okay, so that was our move there. We're now going to change it over. We're going to do the other leg. So we're going to stand on the left leg, and we're going to rightly flex and pull up. Okay, now notice that the feet were sitting bone width apart here. The knee flexes in plane up high into position. Again, the toe, we're going to allow to plantar flex, so point down to the ground. The hips are going to pelvis drive forward, and the shoulders are going to come back up. Now, again, take notice, the thigh is parallel to the floor. If you're here, support, pull it up. If you're struggling for balance, grab the wall. Yeah, don't worry about falling over, right? Okay, so we're here. Now, knee flex. Again, I'm wanting that back here at that 90 degree. Okay, and look, my standing leg flexes, so I now extend and drive the pelvis forward into here. So that plantar flex here. I know this seems like the most basic and simple of exercises, but I tell you get this right, everything screams at you here. Look at the posture, big open up rib cage here. This is important because when you're running, you're doing any form of aerobic exercise, cycling, swimming, kayaking, whatever it is, you want this to be able to breathe. Release, shake it out, good work, walk out. You'll have found that's got tight in the adductors, the glute max, medius, something like that. Okay, so from here, we're going to forward fold. We're going to keep the legs as where it feels comfortable for you. Okay, so as always, keep it safe, relevant, effective for your movement. You might find you need to come into a knee flex for you to get down here. Okay, if that's the case for you, don't go as far and get to where you need to. Drop your chin on your chest, jaw down, crown your head down to the floor. Okay, we assess the foot position again. Same gap between the feet. And then we're just going to fold our arms, putting the elbows down to the ground. Chin's going to drop down on the chest, the crown of the head down towards the floor. We're going to allow that extension through the lower back. We're going to hang into what's called our ragdoll position. We're going to allow the arms to unfold, drop our chin on our chest and close our eyes. Now, wherever you can reach to, it could be the back of your thighs, could be the back of your calves, could be the back of your ankles. Okay, whichever you're going to reach for, I want you to stick your bottom back and away from you and allow that flexibility here. So this is the key part of that mobility. Keep it held there, close the eyes, taking a deep breath in for 4, and then slow exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly, slowly pull yourself back up through. Now, when you get to standing, feel where your body is. Is it hunched? Push forward on the pelvis, bring your shoulders back. Extend the body here, and then elevate your arms overhead. Arching back through the body slightly into your posterior tilt position, i.e. you're arching like a banana but backwards over here. Interlace your fingers, push your arms up straight, squeeze your ears with your arms. Nice, from here we're going to tilt over to the right side, feel extension through the side of the body. Slowly coming back up and tilting the other side. Again, pelvis driven forward, arms fully extended to the side, fingers interlaced, big lengthening out the side of the body. And release, slowly dropping down through into forward flex. Chin on the chest, jaw down, nose down, crown your head down to the floor. And then slowly pull yourself back up. Grab yourself a drink of water because your lips get incredibly dry from that because a lot of breathing goes on. Okay, from here, back through into standing. And slide the right leg away, pull it back up into plank. Now as you slide away, the right knee is going to flex. Okay, the left leg has gone out to the side. Now as the foot goes out to the side, we turn the toe inwards, yeah? So the feet are parallel here, and here they're still parallel. Now your widest position that you can hover in, I want you to hold, and then you're going to place the foot down to the floor, and then bring your hands to your thighs. Come back through into extension, raise the foot off the floor, see if you're going to hold it. It's hard. Pull back into standing. Okay. When I say to standing, I want you to try and hover and hold here so the left foot is still off the floor and the pelvis driven forward into plank. As we slide out to the side, again, the right knee is going to track forwards over the knee. It keeps the balance safe. The left foot is hovering off the floor and the foot is parallel to the other foot. The foot now grounds into the floor. I bring my hands down to my right thigh. I sit down into it. I press back up into standing, drive the pelvis forward. And I see if I can balance and hold that left foot off the floor. Right thigh is screaming at you as you pull in, back in. Again, the foot hovers the floor. If it's too much, let go, stand and shake your standing leg and come back into it. Keep it safe for you, yeah? Let's go again. So it's a slide to the side. The right knee flexes forward over the right toe. Pelvis drives forward here. The chest stays up. Okay, from here, we place the foot to the floor, we sit, we extend, we drive the pelvis forward, we stand, try and keep that foot off the floor, and slowly, as if you're sliding the foot back in. Okay, so this foot stays off the floor. If you've got some like acetates or sliders, this is something you can do at home, but it's better to try and keep this balance as you go for it. Place the foot, sit, come back up through into standing, drive the pelvis forward, stand, balance, slide that foot back in. Remember that the feet stay parallel to each other all the way through. Slide back out wide again. Place the foot, flex, stand back up, extension, drive off the right leg, keep the balance here, left foot off the floor, feet parallel. This is hard. The foot should be as wide from your body as you can. Slowly pull back up. Your calf should be screaming at you on your right leg now. Go for it again. Balance, stabilize, right knee track forward. Very good. Awesome, Richard. Chest up, mate. Shoulders back. Good. And place, flex. Bottom back, drive back into extension, pelvis forward. Balance, hold. Come back up through into standing. Awesome. And relax. Shake it out. Walk it out. Good, good. Roll your ankles there. Very good. Andrew, hope you're okay there. Yeah. What you'll find there is that the base of your calf, your soleus, that will get really tight, and certainly into the gastroc as well. That's going to get, it's going to feel rather tight as you work through it. Just walk around for a moment. Just release out the ankles. That's hard, really hard. Cheers. That's the stretch and flow aspect. It's tough. Okay, so feet are facing forward again and the sitting bones. We're going to do it the other side. So we're going to stand on our left leg this time. And we're going to let that right leg go out wide. Check for me. Again, the feet are parallel to each other. And we slide slowly back in. Again, the pelvis drives forward, the shoulders come back. And again, step. This time we place the foot down, hands onto the left thigh this time. Sitting down low into it, feel the extension through the back of the right leg. Come back up through to standing. Again, the left leg this time now taking the load. Balance, hover that foot off the floor. Keep that heel kicked out wide. Lower the foot so it's just off the floor and then slide back in through into plane. So the foot's still hovering the floor and the pelvis driven forward. You feel your obliques, the side of your tummy muscles, working really hard here. Let's go again. Down, strengthen it, turn the toe in, place the foot, flex down, come back up through extension, pelvis driven forward, stand, balance, keep that foot off the floor for me, slow flex back into extension, drive forward on the pelvis, retract the shoulder back. Let's go again, big slide out, place, plants, hands on the thigh. Drop your chest down as low into your left thigh as you can this time now. Back up into extension. Pelvis has got to come forward, remember. Balance on the left foot. The right foot hovering the floor. Kicked out long. Feel the glutes working hard. Pelvis forward, chest up, chin up, look up towards me. Keep it up. Now slide back in. That's it. Good, good, good. Keep the pelvis up, forward. Keep this foot off the floor. Awesome. Slide again. Posture. Place. Hands on the thighs. Drop down low. Push up through extension. Pelvis drive forward. Balance. Hover. Can you hold it? This should be screaming at you. If it's not, push your tummy forward. Bring your shoulders back. Chest up. Love it. If you're going off balance, I'm loving what you're doing. That's neuromuscular pathway built, i.e. your brain to your muscles, how they fire. How does it work? Flex. Should be able to hold this now. Drop down now. Back through into extension. Pelvis drive forward. Lift the foot. Slow back up, through, pelvis forward, shoulders back, chest up. Breathing hard here, team. Chest up, can you hold the balance? If you're struggling, grab the wall, grab a chair, whatever you need to do. Let's go one more time. Down, hover, balance, keep this foot off the floor. Now place, drop, flex. Drop your chest down into it. Keep this leg strong and straight. Feel this lengthening through, certainly the inside of the hamstring group, the semicisters, or semitendinosus membranosus. We're trying to hold that balance. You find it pretty tightened back there. Again, now drive the pelvis forward, bring that chest up for me, and slowly pull the legs back into plane. Good, good. Pelvis forward here. Shoulders pull back and relax, walk out. You feel everything has had to mobilize in your midsection of your body. Tough. Cheers. Good work. Okay, so from here, easy squat down. Come back through into standing extension overhead. So on our squat here, we're sticking our bottom back and our elbows touching our thighs. So the movement here, chin stays high, chest stays up. The knees plumb line to the mid or the base of the first cuboid of the toes or the metatarsals and extending through. Good, down, strong, chin up, chest up, extension overhead. Now, checking toe alignment here, please. Feet staying underneath the sitting bones. Stick your one back further, but allowing the knees to flex, yep. Drive through, strong extension, pelvis drive forward, posterior tilt forward, yeah. Down again. Strong extension, drive, anatomically. Thumbs back, please. Fingers extended wide and high. Here. Breathe out, push, drive, extension. Two more here, let's go. Last one. And release, good stuff. Okay, so coming down onto the floor and then stretch yourself out as long as possible. Oh. Now, our challenge here is try and get the elbows back down towards the floor as well. Our fingers, our knuckles down to the ground. Good stuff, and release. Okay, so up into our back bridge. Okay, we're gonna have our arms down by our side, our pelvis driven out nicely forward. Okay, now when I say forward, what I mean is your pelvis is gonna be up towards the ceiling. I want you to feel that your glutes are fully engaged here. Now, naturally, your knees are gonna wanna splay out to the side. Keep the knees in and the glutes strong. Your backside is pulled in and engaged. Slowly lower the hips back down to the ground and squeeze and tighten your lower back into the floor. Extend your legs out, 1 and 2. Step back in, 1 and 2. Push back up into your bridge again. Again, pelvis driven up, glutes fully engaged here, lower back engaged. Now try and push your tummy up even higher. Get that pelvis up even higher. Go on, there's some more in there. Go on, go. Go on, push. Give the extension out the lower back. Good, good. Slowly lower again. Backside just coming down into the floor. Squeeze your lower back down into the ground. Extend the legs left and right. Walk the feet back in, left and right. And then drive up through into extension again. The head is right back to the floor. Glutes engaged, push up nice and high. Okay, again, driving through. Now, Richard, you can go higher, buddy. Come on, get that tummy up. There you go. That's the one. Come on, drive in. Give it all you got. Now, the elbows are flat down to the floor. The knuckles are down to the ground, palms faced up. Slowly drop back down. Lower back down into the ground. Extend the left leg. Extend the right leg. And then walking back in again, left and right. And then drive up through pelvis extension. Very good. Go on, give it that little bit extra, that bit of a push up from the hips. If it feels comfortable, you know you've got more. You should feel the facets in your lower back, so I almost feel like they're grinding together. Not grinding, but feeling uncomfortable because they're not used to being pushed through into extension. Drive through. Lower back drops down into the floor again. Slowly walk the feet back in. Okay, keep your lower back down into the ground. Take your left foot over your right thigh. Push your left knee away. Okay, so we've taken left foot over right thigh. Our left hand came to our left thigh and we push the left knee away. Okay, from here, we're going to drop the right knee down. So you take the left hand off your thigh, bring the left hand back to the floor, and the whole of the right side of the thigh is down to the floor. And we turn our head so our nose is facing over our left shoulder. See if you can get your left ear to the ground. You should feel a lovely stretch and lengthening out through the side of your toe muscles into that oblique. Bring the knee back up, return the feet to the floor, and place the right foot over the top of the left thigh this time. Slowly dropping down. Again, palms facing up to the ceiling. Toe to heel, flat down to the floor. Big extension through the outside of the right glute. From here we turn, so our right ear is down to the floor, looking over our right shoulder. The right foot, toe to heel, down to the ground, nice and flat. Good work. Slowly bringing the legs back up, unlace the feet, extend the legs, and then slowly pull yourself back up through into standing. Into our standing position here then to finish off, our feet underneath sitting bones, flex down, chin down, jaw down, nose down. Sway the arms down through, up through into extension, breathe out, cross over the head. Give me 2 more of these, so down through, back extension, through to pelvis drive forward, cross the arms overhead. And again, let's go 1 more here, down through, back through into extension, arms overhead, swing over the top, release. Interlace the fingers, roll around one way, roll back the opposite way, and release. Well done. Very good stuff. Grab yourself some water, take a sip, and let me know how you got on with it. Good stuff. Have a great day. Ooh.